Yeah, we can start the episode. So now I would like to invite our next speaker, Agniva Datta, who is a virtual CISO at RTDS and a well-known cybersecurity professional. So Agniva will be sharing practical techniques for investigating Telegram activity and understanding one of the most commonly abused platform used by threat actors today, because we have a very popular saying, Telegram is becoming the new dark web. So please welcome Agniva Datta.
Hi guys, I hope I am audible to everyone. So we'll be starting with our sessions on how to investigate Telegram. So let's just start. Let me also share my screen. Okay. So today's topic is the tracking activities on Telegram, a comprehensive guide to Telegram OSINT. So who am I? So basically, I am Agniva Datta, aka Yogi. You might know me in the information security community mostly by my name. So I am, as they has told, I am a virtual CISO at Arteluf, and also I am a medical AI researcher at Crash Labs. So basically, I am a doctor by the day and hacker by the night. Also, I have been an active bug bounty hunter for quite a few years. Also, I do mentor and train cybersecurity professionals time to time, and I am associated with various companies when will we have successfully hacked and secured 250 plus companies. But that's the difference. So we already have the introduction. Let's directly go to the thing because that's what we are ultimately looking up to, right? So this is the thing. What do you mean by Telegram? Like, what's the first thing that comes to your mind when you talk about Telegram? Is it just another a normal messaging application? No, things have changed so much in this coming few years. Like hell lot has changed, right? It's no longer just a normal applications. So people have been using it for various purposes. So it's not an application, and something is definitely lurking underneath. So what we can say, modern dark web, because we see from scammers to hackers. Not only that, we see a lot of unethical activities like selling various kind of credit cards, debit cards, even scam pages. Okay, even selling different kind of illegal bots. All this happens in Telegram. Even dark web investigator, even like the if you see are quite active on the OSINT community. You have seen even the OSINT industry has also talked about a lot of pornographic content, even CPs on Telegram. So Telegram has been infested with these activities, and we can say at 2026, not on the 2026, like for the few years from like unless 2022 or 2023, for from that time onwards, it is becoming the complete dark web. So and the thing about that is it's not easily traceable. People are not very easily traceable on Telegram, and that's what we know, right? But we are in 2026. Open source investigation has come a lot of way forward, and we can do some things. At least we can try to find who is the person behind certain activities. So it's a marketplace full of scam, illegal activities, and everything you know about it. And here we will be learning about how we can track few things, how we can uncover few identities in Telegram. Like, is it possible or not? What are the things we can get? So, what are the different kind of ways we can use to unmask all those contractors? Like, is it like if there is a channel, so who is the owner behind the channel? Is it possible? Like, how what type of data, how much data even we can gather from all of this? So, this has always been the challenge for us. Like, and that's the reason we are here, and we'll be learning all sorts of that. So first thing we'll be seeing today is how we can use Telegram bots mainly for investigation and threat intelligence purposes. So we know there are a lot of Telegram bots. So if you are quite active on Telegram, you might have used a hell lot of bots, right? So we'll be seeing that, like how we can use different kind of bots. Like when you are in joining different kind of channel, when you're joining different kind of groups, you will see there are some bot which instantly tells your username. There's some bot there which instantly notifies you when you changes your username, right? So these are some of the bots. So when we use all such bots, like 6 to 7 bots, then we will get at least the data which we can use for complete investigation. And using that data in further ways, we can actually have an identity. We can actually unmask a people. So that is also possible in these days, right? So let's just look into it. So first bot, some of you might have heard of this bot, and some of you might not. That is the Sangmata. Okay, or you would like to tell Sangmata, whatever you can use. You just naam se kya aata hai, like what's in the name, and as everyone says. But ultimately, this is a very useful tool, or you can say it's a very useful bot for the first part of the investigation. It starts from username tracking to give a complete list of all of the username which we want to search. So username tracking, it records every time a user changes their display name or username. So if you put it in a bot, it will give every time you are changing a username. So if you have a large channel or a large group that's a 1000 member, and if anyone at any point of time changes their username, it will instantly notify that in that group. Also, you can search a person's message, like you can forward any person's message to this way, and it will return a list of known name history. So that is also possible, and that's the reason it is frequently used by the researchers and group moderator as a basic open source intelligence tool. If the user is impersonating else, or track a safety user who usually changes their identity often, right? So not only that, it only tracks information that was public at that time, and so any kind of user are there in the group. So all of the user information, everything which was been there, we can talk all about it with the help of this particular Sangmata. So as you can see, I have taken a screenshot of one chat, and as you can see, so what you can see, there is a message I have forwarded from a person where he is telling about a fellow bug hunter long ago back in 2021, and it has given a complete username of that person. You can see this is the user ID, like 57393592. That is the user ID, and this is the name of the person. Okay, and it is also given an instant, like the particular time when that person has actually make that name. So you can see an user timestamp, a user date, and user history is also there. Then you can see a complete username history. Like before this, what is the associated username with this particular ID that is also being recorded. I also tried to forward another one, but again, there is no records found. Now, in the right side, you can see this same chatbot is used in a group, as you can see, and here you can see there is a person who has tried to change his name, and instantly the group has notified that user 16643867555 change the name from this one to anonymous. So this is the thing, this is a very much thing which is very useful when we are investigating, and you can get a lot of information about this, right? So I will try to show you the same thing with the help of, is it possible? Let me quickly just share my screen. Yeah, so you can see, I think you can share, you can see my screen, right? So this is the Sangmata board. Okay, and you can just go to your search board in your Telegram and just search for Sangmata, and you will get like this. Okay, then you can just click on the search, and you will have information. So I will just click on start, and you can try to give. So what you can do, you can just give a username. There are three ways how you can query a user history. You can forward any user message here, and it will instantly give what I already show you guys. You can type and send any kind of user ID or username in this chat. It will also give. So I know one of the ID I had, and I will just give that ID, and we'll see this one. Okay, since this is the donator account, we don't have this IDs. Okay, so what we'll be doing, we'll just capture this ID, user ID, user bot. So just a minute. Only for donator account, the username is available. Otherwise, what you need to do, you need to give a user ID which is associated with the name. So later in this part, we'll also see how we can get a user ID from a username. So we have a user, we got the user ID. I'll just give it, and you can see how many times. So this is one of my ID I used, and you can see every time I have changed my name in this particular history, all has been documented. And there are two time I have changed my username, that is also been documented here. So you can get an, you can, the best thing about this, you can get a user timestamp also, like when the names and when the username, all this been changed, right? So it's a great way of the first part we have done. Now let's go to the next tool. That is the Boto detective. What we can do with it, so this is this Boto detective. This is another tool which you can use for reverse lookup, data correlation, password leak check, and also for any kind of account discovery. So it can search information using a phone number, using any kind of email address, name, or social network ID. It also attempts to find the linked account across different platforms. Like if you want to find an username or any kind of profile associated with a Telegram user, okay, it can also check. It often crosses any kind of cross reference, like any kind of data breaches to see if a specific identifier has any associated leak passwords or PI. And there is also some account discovery. You can also do that. Like it can help identify the numeric Telegram ID of a user, which is permanent even they have changed their username. So all this information is possible, right? So what's the name of this Boto detective? So it's known as unnamer. Okay, so you can just search for Boto detective bot, and so this is actually a paid bot. Okay, so you need to start. I have just shown you how you can start, and you can see all this information you can get, like Telegram, like ID, email, if there is an email associated, if there is a another kind of thing you want to look for. So all this, some of the information you can actually get from this channel, but from particular Boto detective. Some of them will work, sometimes some of them might not work, because of course this all these data are gathered from various kind of researches. Some are from the leaked database, some are from the actual scrap materials. Okay, some like GitHub scraps, username scrap. So all these things are kindly gathered, and all everything are put together in on single place by the owner of the boards, and that's how these things are there. So you can obviously try this board. You can just search Boto detective board and you can try to use it. Next is a very popular service, which is the TG scan, and this helps to find which Telegram group a person is a member of. And each group is associated with a very kind of data, like a date when this TG scan bot has seen the user in this group. So if you have joined any kind of group, and TG scan helps to find those type of groups, those type of services, and all this related to it. You can see this is an example. So I have given a username, right? And this is also a paid one. But hey, generally what it can give you number of group it is associated with. Okay. So even if you don't pay, if you want to use the free service, one thing you will get from the free service of this bot is how many you will have an idea of how many groups that target is associated with. So you can see this person is present in the three groups. So number of groups are three. Now if you pay this bot, and you will also get the which are the name of the groups, as you can see in the right side. So this is the Telegram username. So you can see the corresponding ID, and what is the exact number of groups. There are 76 groups, and what is the exact group name. So that is also been there. But if you are not willing to pay, but you will still get a how many groups are there, like three groups you can say in the left side. So that is also another very important investigation, while we are investigating any target profile, if you are investigating a scammer, this is very much useful. And for also the LEA agencies, right? Now, what are the other things? So we can get people username, we can get people user ID, we can get people's histories. Okay, we can get people's, might be like what are the groups they are associated with, and the corresponding message. So maybe we can try to find what are the chat IDs, maybe when the person created the account. Now, when a person created the account, that is at this point of time is very debatable. Like I am personally developing a comprehensive Telegram motion suit, which will soon be out in the coming like 3 to 4 months, where everything will be there, like the from the registration date and all. But till now, if you want to get an approximation registration date, you can use this board, which is Unemar board. So this is also something I will show you guys. Let me just quickly share the screen. So Unemar board. So this is the Unemar board, okay, and you can just try to find any person, like any name. Okay, so this is also kind of a paid board, but you can try to use. So this is a, I will just convert it into username, and here you can see. So what you can do, right now my balance is 0, so that's why I can't. But if you want, you can just top up your balance, and you can send a person name, and it will give also its information. But right now I will just try to give a normal name, like one thing I will give. You can see this profile history we certainly won't got, but how when our date is been registered, we have got. So you can see my ID is registered is February 2020. So from here we can get how much old our ID actually is, when our ID is first actually created, and what is also the first name. Now if you want to see the profile history, for that you need to pay an amount of money to this board, okay, to top up the service. But what is free is your registration date. So what we have a user history, we have a username, time profile. We have also got when this particular account was been first seen and registered in Telegram, right? So this is the work of username board. Now let's come to the next thing. Now, one of the thing, how to start with a Telegram user ID. Now we already know the one thing we need to know, every Telegram user name has an Telegram user ID, right? So every Telegram has a complete user ID. So what you need to think, how to find any kind of Telegram user ID. That's the first thing. So if you have a Telegram username, how we know how to find that, how to get that user ID. So that is the thing we need to show you guys, and I will be showing in this part, like how we can find any Telegram username, and from that particular username how we can get a that person user ID. Now there are some of the tools which I already showed, like the Unemar bot. Those bot also give you a Telegram channel user ID, right? Like if you see, even if you use the Sangmata, sometime they will also give the user ID. But these are the ways will only applicable if you have a proper user ID, like if the data is there. But sometimes what happens, if you create a profile like yesterday, that particular profile user ID won't be present in this type of bots, then what to do? So I will show you the one of the ways how you can do this. So basically there is a way. So let's say I have my username is ryo 0 and underscore saiba, right? So I have a tool. You can just come to my ID. Yeah, I know my screen is not visible because I am not showing you anything. I am just showing you, and then I will be showing. There's nothing I am showing. I'm showing the PPT right now. Now I'll be showing the screen of what you need to be there. So let's just come to the part where we will be there. Okay. So I think you can see my screen. So just come to my site yogisec.com and just go to the tools, and here you will say TGID resolver. Okay. So this will resolve username to complete a user ID. Okay. So just set at the rate RY0 and SAEBA. Notice the and I will just click on resolve, and you can see I have got my user ID. So there is not, I have just used the telethon library for this process. But again, the when you will be doing it, there is a lot of jamela. What the thing you need to do, you need to create your own tool, you need to use a Telegram library, and every time you need to sign in with your Telegram app. So there is a lot of hassle. So for that reason, for everyone to use, I have created a complete page on my site which you guys can use. Just go to my site and click on the TGID resolver in the tool sections, and whenever you will give any Telegram username, it will resolve what is the user ID. And let me tell you, this user ID is constant, and this user ID is created, this user ID is associated with any username when you first create your Telegram account, and this is constant throughout. Even if you delete your Telegram account completely, this user ID doesn't get changed. So that's something. Like recently, one investigation has been done by one of my friend. If you know this that person, like Precious Vincent. So he had to make a very good blog on how you can search a deleted person, or how you can investigate a deleted person, a deleted username on Telegram, right? So you can search that up on Medium, but that's a very useful, like, just, and it is possible only because the Telegram user ID is always constant, even if you delete your username, like even if you delete your account. Now the next challenge that I will show you, that comes to against to my slide. What happens? Yeah, he writes very good blogs, like how to find Telegram user ID if there is no username. I will show you a classic example of that. There are a lot of Telegram accounts you will see when there is no username. People doesn't give any username. Let me show you that one and how we can find that too. Yeah. So this is one of the thing, and you can see this person. Okay, Boneka Ambalapu. If we just click on it, there is no username. Now what? Now what? This person doesn't have any username. Now how I will get this person's ID? What I can do, if I have any message forward from that person, if I have any message from that person, like even if any in group he messaged or he messaged me personally, I will just forward that message to user info, this particular bot. Okay, generally this will something do, but again this bot is not giving you information. Now I will come to that also, why it is not given, because I have, this is, there is some hidden privacy settings which is enabled, but there is one message I have, you can see, has been forwarded, which is known as from Mitali Nisha. Okay, so I will forward this particular person's message. So this is a scammer, as you can see, a perfect scamming text. I do fabric importation and also a cryptocurrency investigation. So this is it's a perfect scammer account. Okay, and here also mobile number is hidden. But what he has done, or he or she has done, the scammer has done, he has forget to enable privacy. So I will forward this one, and you can see we have our user ID. Now from user ID we can get the username history, we can get further details by doing it, right? But then again, coming to another question, like this particular profile. What will I do? Even so, this particular person, Bonekam Balabur, has not only has any kind of username, but also he has disabled forwarding. Like he has disabled forwarding from whose has been come. So like if you see, when I try to forward his text, you can see the account was hidden by the user. So even this bot can't identify. But there is one way you can get it. How? So if you are investigating and if you find came across any account which doesn't have a username, also if you forward any of his message to this type of bots, you are not getting any user ID. What you will do, you will try to message him like any kind of message like hi anything. Okay, let's say just a gibberish I am just giving, and then come to the user bot and then click on user. Then you will be able to upload this user ID directly, and now you will get an user ID. Okay, so this is the trick. So if that person doesn't have a username, even you have disabled the forwarding messages, then this trick you can use and you can get that person user ID, and then you can further proceed to the investigations, right? So this is one of the very interesting way I have found out when we do Telegram investigations. Now let's come to again. Can you drop your site URL, please? Yeah, yeah. So it is yogisec.com. Just YOGISEC. My name is Yogi, and so it is yogisec.com. Next is Telegram phone number lookup. In general, like there are a lot of tools which you can use. Like if you have a phone number and if you want to check if it is associated with any Telegram or not. Let's say you have a phone number, you got a random phone number while doing some investigation in some other part, like you are doing any scam investigation or anything, and then you came across got a phone number. Then first thing you can do is you save that number in your phone and then you open Telegram. That is the contact syncing trick. Then try to list it. Okay, like in groups and channels, in business account, recruiters, and community admins often share phone numbers in Telegram groups. So you can try to check the phone numbers in the groups and different kind of channel. Okay, like I have given two dork. You can say contact us and then followed by the t.me. Then if you are searching for a particular phone number, you just give the phone number and you can then again cite t.me. And there is another tool by Bellingcat, Bellingcat Telegram phone number checker. That's a very good tool, I will say. So let me tell you where is that. I just show you the Bellingcat Telegram phone number checker. So let me just share my screen. Yeah, here you can see. So this is the one. Okay. So the reason I am not showing this in directly in the demo is basically because you need to give your API ID from Telegram and API hash and also your phone number to log in to get the telethon session. That's the reason. So you can install this tool, and if you want to investigate any number which you have, and if you want to check this number is on Telegram or not, you can use this tool. It's a great tool created by Bellingcat. So always use this tool. Check the URL. Just search Telegram phone number checker by Bellingcat, and you will get this awesome tool. Now, next thing. Uh, yeah, like how we can extract. Yeah. So next thing is like how we can extract information from a Telegram channel. Like if you see a channel, how we can do that? Should we give our Telegram detail? Is that safe? Yeah, because it is running on your own PC. So this you can you will download that Bellingcat Telegram phone number checker, and it will be running from your own system. So that's the reason. So it's just using the Telethon library. to syncing. That's it. So it's safe. Fusion. Now, coming to the part of how you can extract information from a Telegram channel. So let's suppose you want to investigate something, and how you can do that. So just use t.me, then give the channel name and give the keyword. So you can get an username, you can get a channel name, you can get a description, bio, profile picture, all subs count. But the interesting thing is like how you can extract channel ID directly, and that is possible if you are using web.telegram.org. I will show you this one also. This one is very interesting. I recently saw this trick also, and again this trick is this particular way. My previously what I used to do to extract the Telegram channel's ID is basically sending this any message from the in directly giving that name to the user ID bot. But this is a greater way. This is you will be much easier way to do it if you just open the Telegram. If you open your Telegram directly in your web.telegram.org and click on channel, in the URL itself you will be getting. So let me show you how this thing happens. I'm sharing my screen. I think see you can see my Chrome tab, right? Now this is a crazy. This is a channel. You can see this is a selling channel, and here you can see this is the channel ID we have got. So this is the way by you can easily get any kind of Telegram channel ID directly. So try to use this, and you can get any Telegram channel ID. And from the Telegram channel ID, you can go for further investigation. Like from one channel ID, we can try to give admin. But again, that is a different. That is some advanced Telegram stuffs we might discuss in some other time in some other way. Okay, but that is one of the great way I have always find, and I find these things very much interesting. Now is the coming to the next part of Telegram search engine for lookup. Like what are the different kind of search engine are there if you want to investigate. The first I will be telling about, of course, is the Telegago, and that is one of the great tool I have came across in my recent years. Let me present that Telegago also. Let me share my screen. I will show you that. Yeah. So this is the Telegago. You can go for it. And if you want to search, let's say you want to search for any let's say crypto related group to look for scam, so cryptocurrency, and you can see there is something TG stat. You can see different kind of Telegram group. Okay, and you can click one any of them and it will land them. Also you can see that their Telegram joining URL. Like if you want to search instead of cryptocurrency, you want to search for some like the, let's say, scam group, like let's say like finance type of group, let's say some like finance or Bitcoin, let's say, that's better. And you can see there are a lot of Bitcoin related group Telegram channel link you will get from here. So these are the various kind of things we always find. You can use Telegago for this. Apart from Telegago, there is another very popular boat I will show, that is the Webin. Webin.com, yeah. And here you can also search for different kind of Telegram channel. So here already something has came up. So if you see, this is our Skynet Zone chat, and here you can see there are 13991 user. This channel is based on Russia. You can also get a channel creation date, The channel is based on Russian language, how many member growth details, everything you can see when it has been growth. Okay, how many subscriber members were there in January, February. So all details regarding this channel and how many channel likes were there, everything you can see. So this Webin is also one of the very great personal tools I have came across. Okay, and literally you can use this to investigate different kind of Telegram channel and all Telegram related activities. Now recently another tool is been there out in the community, and which is the date drop. Now before sharing the date drop, just a minute, but I will, because I have recently logged in, trying to log in into my date drop account. uh, just give me a minute. I have to just reset my password in date drop. So it must. So this is look. So just a minute. Just a minute. Okay. So let me share the date drop. Yeah, I think you can see my screen. So this is the data which is very recently created by the OSINT consultants, and it's a great platform I recently find. And because there are a lot of investigation you can do, like you will get, not only you will get the Telegram channels, unlike the Telecago and the Webin, you are only getting the Telegram channels which are associated if you find. But here also you can get a lot of messages. So this is very much useful when it's come to threat intelligence, when it actual come to threat hunting, when you are actually investigating any particular messages, okay, in bulk. And also there is a very good time limit, like dates are there. So if you want to search, let's say Aadhaar, okay, because this is something, and you can see all of the campaign and also the channels and what are the message which is associated. You can see there's a URL and profit hoga. Okay, if you try to view, you can exactly try to see the channels. Okay, and you can see when the cash out's been there, if anything is there, all this kind of things. If you want to see any previous date, you can also see, like if you want to investigate anything about Arthur in, like, let's say 2024 or 2025, let's say I am giving in 2025 July. Okay, and yeah, I am giving this date 21, and here I am trying to give any custom value. I want to investigate again. This is also in 2025. Let's giving something like October. Okay, 31, and then I am giving search. It is not getting any result found. But let's see if you get any crypto related data. There is not date, so I will just make it. Let's say this is the date. I'm just keeping it with it. And again I will search related to this. And you can see the channels related to it, the messages. Okay, and also you not only that, you can also export all of this in the form of CSV format. And unlike if you have used any kind of sock tools, like there are a lot of boolean values by which you can search, and also only through channels you can search. So all these functions are also there. Okay, and you can use all of this for these purposes. So for that reason, Datedrop is a very interesting tool I came across, and I find it very much amusing. So that's it regarding the Datedrop part. Okay, and let's come to once again. I don't know what is happening to the slide. Why not slide is there? Okay, I think you can see the slide now. Now there is another tool which you can use is for the mass surveillance on Telegram. If you want to surveillance on a mass level, on a like how you have been seeing how this community works, how people perform mass surveillance from inside your own account instead of using any service like Datedrop or any kind of other. This tool is definitely for you. You need to set it up in your VPS through Docker, and you can try to use this tool. Just get the name and you can search it on GitHub, and you can try to use for on mass surveillance on Telegram. Now the question is, we have very much, I see people are very much interested in, like, can we track a person's phone number from Telegram just by the username? You might have seen it in various kind of Telegram channel, like some of the illegal channels they are doing, and they are using selling it by the name of OSINT board. Okay, but where they are getting the data? So what happened in the 2025 end, a huge Telegram leak had occurred. So 200 million Telegram data has been compromised. As you can see, that 93 million plus email addresses were leaked, 66 million phone number was exposed, and all those exploits, phone numbers and emails are present with the Russian database. Okay, so there is a very popular board in the Russian forums in Telegram, which is known as the Eyes of the God. And the first Eyes of the God came in the early 2023 in their first internal leak, and they tried to monitor all of the people's phone number and all of the people's email which are in Telegram. Later on, that got banned by the Russian government, the Eyes of the God, and though the original bot got banned by the Russian government, but subsequent bots under that name came into being. So one such very popular bot you have heard of if you are doing Telegram intelligence is Funstat bot or Telelog bot. Okay, and now there are lot of sub bots. Like you can see, lot of mirror bots of that Funstat has came into existence, and all of this, even some of the Indian scammers have also started to get create their own version. Like also, of course, their mirror of the Funstat bots have created a mirror, and they are trying to sell these features of tracking a phone number. Now, I want to use this webinar to make you aware that directly, if you are looking it, if you are unless you have a very authority, or if you are a hardcore OSINT user who is investigating on government part, that's you getting or you abusing someone's phone number or databases or abusing someone's email address is basically illegal, because you are using leaked database data, which is not very legal. Okay, but still, if you want, you can directly use the service of the Funstat board, because it is present. And the exact, if you are using Funstat board, it is also done under the Indian laws. But don't use any kind of people's like who sell this kind of features in their websites, because that is will be illegal. And even if you are using it, it directly like it directly violates the DPDP Act. Okay, so you might get exposed, or you might get in a situation which is harmful. But I want to tell, like, just wanted to let you guys know, like, where how is this Telegram leak has been coming, like how people are getting phone number from the username. So those have been possible just with this 200 million Telegram data leak. and that is the whole point. The usernames, the phone numbers which are out. Okay, so this is the reason. And now is the Q&A sessions. Okay, like, so if you have any kind of questions, you can ask me. And this is the Twitter, and this is my LinkedIn. Also, I had a YouTube channel where I had 3 videos, and so this is the thing. What if someone uses no username, no public group, and strict privacy settings? That's the thing I told you. You need to DM that person, and then you need to upload it in the TGID bot. That is the only way you can do. You see the TGID bot is there. You can DM that person, and you will get that person thing on your user. Yeah, that alerts that person at least. But you can use a burner account. You can get a burner account in Telegram from sellers for just around 200 rupees. So you can use a burner account. And like always, like whenever you are doing OSINT, you need to use a burner account. So even if that person got alerted, what will get alert? You will just try to create a fake message, like just like you will also try to pose as a cryptocurrency scam guy. Okay, then it will be easy. So that person will just negotiate it. No, there is right now no course to learn the Telegram stuffs. For Telegram investigation, there is nothing much out dedicated. Will DPDP change how Telegram deals with information of internet? Absolutely. One of my research will come out in this year. Uh, I might present this in the Black Hat USA 2026 and might in the KuckCon. Also, if you are attending KuckCon, it is definitely coming out in the KuckCon this year. So if you are visiting KuckCon this year, Kerala, and 2026 in the October, you will be seeing. Yeah, so I will be, this will directly impact DPDPA because I'll be publishing one of my research on all of these things. And we have already some talks going on with the authorities, ministries. So yeah. Any more questions? Yeah, Shujan, sorry for the background noise because I was also not aware that people will start on today. I think it's been. If you have any more question, you can say in comments. Yeah, are burner account buying safe? Well, you are buying burner accounts. Ultimately, all OSINT people ultimately somehow had to buy the account. You can't just always create. Like you can see, most of the if you want to buy an old account, even if for Facebook, even if for doing Instagram OSINT, you need to buy from somebody. Now you will in 2026 you can't create an account based on 2020 2019. So safe is the one how you can use it. Completely depends on you. Like, is it legal? Well, buying an account is not exactly illegal, but how you are using it? Are you an authorized investigator? Are you like have done some work with the agencies? Then, but if you are using it for illegal purpose completely, then it is you will be flagged. But otherwise, buying an account is not like there is nothing illegal in it. You can buy any account.
Okay, so I think there are no more questions, so we can wrap up the session. So thanks, Yogi, for joining us and sharing us your valuable knowledge with our attendees. Thanks for giving us your valuable time. Bye.
Thank you. Thank you, Dheeraj. Thank you for giving me the opportunity. It's been great.